The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Return starts at the 3. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Kyle Duggar holding him down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Travis. He's on the move. His first throw is an interception. Jonathan Jones makes the play. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script. Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
And right away, he just throws that one to another neighborhood. I think we're all a little confused at that, and we do have a flag for grounding now. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's May. Escapes out to the left. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
4th down is going to bring out Joey Sly and the Patriots field goal unit for the first time. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Up and good from Joseph. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Now bottling up as he gets the return to the 30. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Coming right is Hall. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Travis to throw. Completed to his running back. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Yeah, I love that effort. Adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And this one's going to come to a stop down at the 13-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on second down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing here, Travis. The throw is caught. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. They only managed 1 on that carry. Now they're going to have 3rd and goal from the 5. Travis looking to throw. Finds his target, Hall. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
On the handoff, Allen. And he's in for the touchdown. The Jets pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Braylon Allen, the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Patriots football. They'll start this drive out 1st and 10. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Finds his man. It's Javon Baker. And he's able to get it past midfield and down into the Jets side.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 3 on that game. And that's a New England first down. Operating from the gun, here's May. Brought in right side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
To the air on first down, May. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. It's May. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Boy, The offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Fourth down is going to bring out Joey Sly and the Patriots field goal unit for the first time. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Up and good from Joseph. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Xavier Gipson now to return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Travis. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st down, here comes Hall. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hall there to haul it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Travis. That throw finds Coughlin. By a man, and now he's in the clear. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. He brings it in. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. And it's the Jets with a nice 3rd and inches. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the 1st. Just lost his focus and jumped. It's not a huge penalty, but it is a costly one because it gives him enough for a 1st down. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Allen will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Offense in the hurry up here. Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Jets grow their lead just before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group, he was so close to pulling off the goal line stand. Yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. May now from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
May trying again here on 2nd. Ramondre Stevenson makes the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Works the sideline inside the 35. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
May on 1st and 10. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. May looking to throw. That's to his running back, Antonio Gibson. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down. To the air yet again, May. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up what's ever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
From his own end zone on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Pushing it up past the 30.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Wilson's got it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Chooses to bring this one out. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. He lets one fly deep downfield. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Throw reeled in by Stevenson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's May. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
That's caught. He finds Alan Lazard. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Back to throw, Travis. Chased out to his right. He can run it. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive.
And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets push their lead further to start the half. Breece Hall with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. He's on the move. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Here's May. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down throw for May. He beams one deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. This one misses the tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up. Back to the air. It's May. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing is May. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
That's incomplete left side.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
2nd and 10 now. He put everything he had into this one. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big...
And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They just get the play off. Getting out to his left. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. This one not out of...
Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Travis. Able to hit home, complete. He has the New York touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Jets grow the lead now to 22 points. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Working quickly here. To the air on 1st down, May. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots get it back to within 2 possessions. So the Patriots leaving the offense out there. Look at this. They want 2 more here. And he's going to cross for the score. They trim that deficit down to 14. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Travis setting up to throw. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. They give on 2nd to Hall. And the struggles continue for him tonight. He's only able to get back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Here's Travis. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended target. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Pats will take over. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Starting on the ground here with Stevenson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. May now from the gun. Going the out route, complete. And he goes out a little short of the 40. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's able to get this down to the 13. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. And they will score. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots now within one score in the fourth. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Gibson now to return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. They did it! He made the interception! Kyle Tucker makes the play. And the Patriots have some new life in the fourth.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
May on 1st and 10. That's taken in by Henry. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Patriots will have a first down. Gibson here from the gun. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Now some room to work. Touchdown, New England. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Gibson now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He just throws this one away. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Throwing here, Travis. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And the Patriots in the nickel for this 3rd down call. And they send a man in motion. He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw it. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, it's Gibson. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line. To throw. Buys time, rolling right. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Defense, relentless on that play. As some of them closed in on that pocket, the others took away the easy throwing lanes, and they really influenced that incomplete pass.
Now to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he gets this forward to the 19. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here he is to throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 3rd down. Throwing now. This will be caught by Watkins. And he'll go down here at the 16. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game. That one is good. And that, folks, is your game winner.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. Gibson now to return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over.